Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we are stitching on Magnificent Wizard. Maybe the hubby can put a picture over here. And I'm doing it in hand because I don't have enough room here to hold my Q-snap, or for my Q-snap to hold it, however this is going to work. So I threw a lovely blanket down that I made for my mom years and years ago. It was her favorite. It's Betty Boop, and she's bowling, and I crocheted that for her. Let's see if I can get Linda to focus and stay focused. We'll see how this goes. Maybe. Okay. So she's focused on that, but not on the stitching. Whoa, earthquake. Sorry. Let's try again. Hopefully it won't be too, not focused, if that makes sense. Because I know my hand's going to go in and out of the way here. Because I can't two-hand stitch. Although I can flip this and do the sewing method, which might be a little bit easier to see. I was trying to cover it up so you guys can't really see my floor and the hot mess that's down there. So hopefully the blanket covers up everything well enough. So this is, I don't think I ever said last week what Stitch With Me we were on. Hello. Needle, cooperate please. Thank you. This is Stitch With Me number 16. I think we've made it to 16. And I'm doing this one twice because I did this literally for all of homework this week. Is that all I needed? Yep. Oh, I came up too early. Just kidding. Let me head back down. Okay. And go here. So, okay, introductions. My name's Amy, and this is my world of random and crazy, because it gets really random, and I get really rambly on these videos, because I never know what I'm talking about, or what I just said 30 seconds ago. So, and I think, let me just flip this back around so I can make sure it's matching my pattern here. And this one needs to go here. Yep. Okay, cool. So I'll flip this back around. Sorry, it's a lot of flipping and going back and forth. I'm not very good at stitching in hand. So, it's awkward when I have to go the opposite direction, so I just flip my pattern. Or flip, whoops. Oh, cheese and crackers. See, this is why I don't trust myself with in-hand stitching. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Because I needed to go here, right? And then over one. I hope. There we go. Now I'm back on track. Oh, the kids start school tomorrow with this whole new virtual academy thing, which is supposed to be a lot more structured than it was when they were attending their school, I guess. I don't know. So Scarlett's classes start at 8 and Jonah's starts at 9. I'm not quite sure what's up with that, but he's still getting up and getting online at 8. He may not like it, but he's going to anyway. And okay. I've been so spoiled by Pattern Keeper that I have to keep like quadruple checking my chart to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Otherwise, I get confuzzled. So yeah, kids start. The 2-week break is officially over. Feels like it just began. The end of the year, man, it's gonna go quick. I feel like it's gonna go super fast. Oh man. And I keep picking on that poor finger. So I think this is another reason why I'm not a big fan of stitching in hand. I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I have to prick my finger 3 times a day. Super not fun, especially when you do things that require needles to do crafting. But usually I don't stitch in hand, so it's usually okay. But right now I keep picking on the poor finger that I pricked on this morning for before breakfast and after breakfast, and I keep hitting in that same spot, and it's just irritating it. I alternate my fingers. I also use, not that anyone may be interested in this, but I use, I haven't used it in a while, but it's this stuff. Hemp Daily Oil. I got it from Walmart. A friend of mine suggested it. It was like $5, so I figured, okay, give it a try. She uses it to help grow her nails out. It didn't work for me nail-wise. Are you not laying right, or is it just my, no, it's just my eyeballs. It didn't work for me in that aspect, but I do rub it over my fingertips. So I don't know if you can kind of see, like my fingertips have been pricked a little bit, quite a bit, because I haven't done that in, I don't know, about a week, because quite honestly, I forgot. It does help with my fingers not being so tender, which is super nice. Okay, I have to finish off this box. And then I have to go to this box. -2. Okay. So yeah, but that stuff does help. I put it on at night before I go to bed. Well, like I said, I haven't really been following my routine, and so it's probably why my fingers are a little more tender today, because I'm using that ring finger to control the needle. Oh my goodness gracious. If you hear my son, I do apologize. I promise he's fine, and I'm going to say this a lot because he's always home. With them going back to school, though, video game time is going to die down tremendously. So he's getting in all the hours that he can while he possibly can, and it helps that his dad plays the same game with him, so yeah. You'd swear somebody just took off his big toe. Like, I have no idea. I'm too competitive, so that's why I don't play video games. I used to when I was younger, and I'm not a mean person. Man, am I competitive. It's probably why I got kicked out of every sport I was ever in. Because, yeah. I was always okay with losing. I just wasn't okay with losing because someone was being not smart. If that makes any sense. Probably not, but that's okay. I'm going there. Oh, my wrist is popping again. And going here. Alright, so yep, back to school. Not physically. I know some of them are going physically. We chose to opt out of that. I'm kind of glad that we did. Because, you know, numbers, they're still not doing great. Where am I? Am I going here? I hope so. This always confuses me. I don't know why, but it just, my brain doesn't wrap around it very easily. Hopefully I'm still in frame. Oh, jeez. Sorry. So sorry. I'd keep apologizing for it, but I really can't. Oh, great. Now the husband's yelling. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Let me focus on me here. This one. And skip that one. And of course I'm going to have to rethread my needle here already. Okay, and of course I've already lost track of where I'm at. Jeez Louise. Pattern Keeper. You've made this so difficult for me. I love it though. I do love it. I would never trade it. Would not. What the heck happened there? You know, honestly, at this point, who knows? I'm just gonna keep going, because who knows? It's fine. Everything's fine. So glad we don't do back shaming on my channel, because, woof, I make a mess. Do you see that? I don't even know what happened here. Like, how did that... I don't know. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm now using DMC colors because, well, my kit ran out of this specific color that I needed. So there's that. Oh, I'm not in focus and I'm really sorry. But if I put it in focus, then it's gonna... And I have a knot in my DMC... Dude, can we, like... Today is not Monday, y'all. Today is not Monday. It is too early for a Monday to be showing up right now. Can I not cut this off? Struggle bus. Already. We're only 10 minutes in. Struggle bus is here. Struggle bus. Alright. Listen here. There. And do I have 3 strands here? I do. Technically, I didn't even need to cut that. But whatever, it's fine. Jeez. This project and I have been, like, fighting the entire way. Tooth and nail. It just does not want to cooperate. Come on, little buddy, you can do it. There we go. It's being very difficult and very stubborn. Oh, it's going to get completed. Now I'm just determined. The more something fights me, the harder I fight back. And just get it done. Try to, anyway. Although I did put this one on the back burner for a while because I was getting pretty frustrated between the... I think... And I totally understand why Dimensions does it. But I think what irritates me is the whole 1 strand, 2 strands, 3 strands, 4 strands, half cross, full cross. Make sure you're checking every single icon correctly. And I just want to stitch. Like, just give me the loop method and I'll be happy. And I don't even know where I anchored that. Oop, oop, oop. Where are you at? Over here. Okay. Just give me the loop method and I'll be happy and just let me do my thing. Just let me stitch. Oh, I forgot I was upside down on this. Just kidding. Was I even in frame? Jeez, this is going to be an issue. This is why I don't do in-hand stitching. I give kudos to a lot who do because I can't figure this out to save my life. Oh, nails for the week. Let's go over that real quick. These are Dark Magic Halloween set and more admin stuff super fast. Color Street link is always below along with the Gigebox information if you're ever interested. And oh, I'm supposed to mention something else. What is it? What is it? The coffee. Buy me a coffee link. That is down there as well. And so there is that. And I like getting all that stuff out of the way because then I don't have to feel guilty about continuing to talk about it. So Knitting Bug is up this week. Crochet Bug kicked in this week. It's just that time of year where I feel like everything should be all snuggly and creating all the snuggly stuffs, except for the fact that it's still like 103 outside. And if you hear my dogs, don't mind them. They feel the need to tell all the dogs in the neighborhood what has happened so far throughout the day, even though it's literally been nothing. I have 3 Cheweenies, and all they do is talk. Talk, 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 talk. And they literally talk to a brick wall. Because a lot of times the other dogs have stopped responding. But my little Sven, man, she sure gives it a go. She just keeps going. Nope, I need to go over this way. Right? Maybe. Yes, because now I'm continuing on to this side. Okay. Oof, I knew this one was going to get tough. I think this is the reason why I like doing my bigger heids, because I can do a big block of color while hanging out. And although it still requires, you know, concentration, it's not as difficult for me to concentrate on. Oh, the new neighbors seem to have a very big dog who likes to talk to Sven a lot. That dog, he or she, has a very, very deep, deep bark. Okay, and I need to go. I did those 3. That one. This one. I do need to come down here and do these 2, right? Right? Somebody tell me. Where's that down there? Oh dear. Okay, let me flip this back over and let me look at it the right way because I'm confusing myself, I think. Just can't figure out a good way to stitch in hand because my hand will then be in your face. And I don't want to do that. But I will if I must. Because I'm not... You want to see somebody who can stitch in hand. Jan Hicks. Goodness. She can Backwards, forwards, count over 10 stitches, not a problem. Me, however, I can't even go from one box to the next. I can't figure out what I'm doing. It's all very awkward. And I think I need to jump back up here, because that's the end of that, right? Yes. Okay, I think, did I get 3 in there? 1, 2, okay. Shoot, trying not to say numbers. Sorry, y'all. It's gonna happen eventually, but I'm trying my bestest not to say the numbers. Okay, let's get this guy over just a little bit. And are we in frame? Are you focused? I can't really tell at this point. Okay. So, I know you all know that I got that new sampler. Shoot, I didn't even talk about the new... Never mind. See, this is why watching the Stitch With Me's are awesome, because you guys get to learn all the little tidbits of stuff that I left out in the floss tubes, because I did that just before I started this video. But I did buy a new Haid. They had a sale, and I got Mulan, which is the one that I originally wanted from the get-go. Like, this is what started the whole, I'm going to start all the things next year, was because Once Upon a Fairy Tale, Tiki Beach Sunset, Mulan, like I had quite a few in mind that I was going to do, and I've been blessed enough that, you know, a few of them have been gifted to me. Amanda and Anna, thank you. And so I was like, you know what, at this point, I just have to go for it. I just have to go for it. And so I went for it, and then I went to go get Mulan, except Mulan had major issues with the 0809 debacle, that whole fiasco, kit and caboodle. So it got taken down completely. And I was so sad because I didn't know when they were going to bring it back up. But I knew, and I told the hubby this before, you know, I made all the grand plans of all the ones that I'm stitching. I told him from the get-go, as soon as that hits the website again, I'm grabbing it, because that is one of my favorite Disney characters. And so it came back. And then there was a sale, and it was just a win-win situation, so I grabbed it. This one is going to go over 1. So, oh, just kidding. I'm sorry if this is going to make anyone dizzy. This is the only way I know how to do it. Focus again, Linda. I'm giving you an area to focus on, but you're not listening very well today. Like, I'm trying. Fold this guy over. So Mulan has been added. A lovely friend of mine said that she is gifting me one as well later. And so I know that one is coming, so I've got that. I'm planning ahead for it. And I will announce that project as soon as it arrives. Oh geez, where am I? I feel like I'm going to say that a lot, and I'm so sorry if that is bothersome, but this is stitching, people. This is just the way it is. If you were sitting in a room with me, this is exactly how confused I would be. Actually, I probably wouldn't even be stitching because I'd be too busy chit-chatting and talking. Which is the reason why I get nervous about the thought of doing a lives when stitching. Because I just don't know if I could do it. I mean, I tried making scissor fobs and doing a live, and that, like, not that it doesn't require any thought process, but I don't have to think as hard, and when I'm not thinking as hard, I don't overanalyze what I'm doing, which makes it actually easier to make my scissor fobs. And so I actually enjoyed doing the lives with those, because I didn't have to focus so hard on, oh my gosh, is this bead right? Is this gonna look okay? I just kind of went with the flow and just created scissor fobs. I do need to get back into that. I have so many beads and so many things that I would love to get back into that. I'm also working on that big Mama Jamma project bag, which I'm hoping to show next week, with the help of a lovely, lovely person by the name of Nicole Reed, who is Darvana Lee Studios. Design Studios here on YouTube. She was the hero of the week because she She saw me waving the white flag, and she came in with her cavalry and was like, let me help you. Let's figure this out together. Did I go over too far? I may have. I did. Okay, so we're gonna backtrack this. And now it sounds like my daughter's dying. I promise you, everyone in the house is fine. We're all fine here. This project may not be for much longer, but we're all fine here. They just like to sound like they're dying all the time. Because goodness gracious. And okay. This one. Because just kidding, because I got to talking and I went too fast. I went too far. Not fast. This is definitely not a fast project for me. That one. This one. Although, because I just thought of it, if you want to see someone who's stitching Hades in hand, Stitching Mommy. Her name is Sarah. She's on YouTube. She is the one who makes all those temperature charts. Why does this look funky? Listen here. Do not have time for your shenanigans, mister. Well, you still look a little funky, but you'll be okay. You'll blend in. But Stitching Mommy does, I don't think it's a regular Stitch With Me type video, because now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't seen one from her in a while. But she does have videos on her channel. Did you just split on me? What is happening? Goodness, everything is going to turn into Linda's. Everything's going to be a Linda today. There. That's another reason why I don't stitch in hand, because for some reason I can never hold all my threads together and it drives me bonkers. So, okay, and then do, okay. Jeez. I have to concentrate so hard, people. So hard. That's probably why I gave up on this project 12 years ago, when I thought it was going to be super easy and I was going to be able to finish it on my maternity leave, because I knew nothing. I knew nothing. Picked up the kit, was like, oh man, this is super cool. I didn't want to do a typical baby sampler for my son, so I was like, this would be awesome. This is going to be my son's baby sampler, because the other baby sampler I saw was like, you know, I was at Michael's, Joanne, I don't know, one of the two. And, you know, it was like a tractor and giraffes and cutesy animals, and I'm like, no, not into all that. I don't want that. I need to figure out something different. And so, here we are, dragging the wizard. I here? No, next one. There. Okay, and I'm gonna flip again. Again, I'm really sorry if this messes with anyone's eyeballs, but this is, like I said, I don't like having to push my needle up, I think is the best way I can explain it. It's easier for me if I have to push down. Or not. Make a liar out of me, why don't you? Thanks. So yeah, so much easier for me when I have to pull the needle down, so I just flip my project back and forth. And sometimes it makes it a little, I mean, the chart itself is not difficult. It's me and my eyeballs. It's all operation error. It's all me. And I get that. It's totally hard enough to try to keep my pattern straight and stitch it, much less flip it. Wow, words. Flip it upside down and try to read the pattern. But somehow my brain is okay with that. I don't know how to explain it. It just works. Some things I overanalyze way too much and make way too difficult. And other things that make no sense to anyone else, I'm like, yeah, I totally get it. It's fine. I get that. And I think I need to be there. Ish, yeah. Seems right? Okay. I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it, people. And I have no stitches there to stop me. Okay, so I need to actually focus as to where I'm going. -1. Is that right? Yeah, okay. This is another reason why I have to like grid everything, because that's how I literally count better when there's a grid there. Man, Stitching Mommy, Sarah, is like, she's doing I think it's the Once Upon a Fairy Tale, I think. And she's like doing it cross country, no grid lines. I don't know how she does it. I think she's doing 10 stitch too, if I remember correctly. Just double checking. My grid lines are kind of fading, but I don't want to regrid them. Just got myself in the finger again. It's fine. So yeah, big sewing Mama Jamma project. I'm hoping to be able to show it next week. Fingers crossed that everything goes as planned. At this rate, who knows? But I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Well, how far do I have to go over? Okay. So she's a big one, and I think I've officially decided I am probably never going to sew another one. Because, oy vey, this thing was... She's a beast. And of course, leave it to me to, you know, have the beastie projects. But she was... Ooh, she was difficult. I'm so glad that Nicole was like, child, let me help you. Because, good lord, you're going to injure somebody or yourself. She is not wrong. She was very sweet and was like, I kind of feel like I know what you're doing, but if you're up to it, would you like to explain so I can try to help you out? And I was, yes, please. Absolutely 100% yes. And I'm working around the scales, which is kind of confusing me. And I can't show you the pattern, so that's super not helpful. Hold on. That one. Goes here. Okay. All right. So much concentration. This video is going to be very super duper choppy. I just feel it. Not a single complete thought or sentence, much less for that matter. But I've got to say, I am a little excited that the end of the year seem to be on downhill, and it's moving quickly. Not that I think much is going to change in 2021 right at the beginning, because obviously we're still going through a lot at the end of 2020. But man, it's going to be so much fun to be able to start all my new starts, and I'm so pumped and so ready, and I'm sure all of you are sick of hearing it. But I'm so glad that you guys are here to join me for this wild and crazy journey that I'm about to put myself through. Because I am so excited for it. So excited. And I've had, that just made me think, I don't know what made me think of it. I was going to say something made me think of it. It was a total lie. Somebody had asked me, do I have all of my floss prepped and ready to go for all of my projects? And the answer to that is yes and no. So some of my, like my smaller projects, I have floss ready for. But all of my Hades and Tilton Crafts and all of that, no. I have a master DMC kit or set, and I run based off that. I understand, because some of you may have just been like, dye lots, what about lot changes? Yes, no, I understand. Totally understand that that is something that I need to be concerned with. I'm just not. My way of looking at it is, honestly, in, 10 years from now, if the dye lot changes on me, it's going to remind me that, hey, it took you that freaking long to get to this point for the dye lot change. Because, again, all of it's DMC. And I'm not saying that DMC doesn't change their dye lots or change them often. But I haven't seen a lot of changes in the time that I have bought the skeins. Does that make sense? So 2 years ago when I first started, I bought a bunch of skeins. And here we are 2 years later, my skeins haven't changed in color. Like, I can still match the dye lots. So if it really gets to the point where, 20 years from now, the dye lot has changed, I kind of deserved it. Shoot, was that? No. I kind of deserve to have it change on me for waiting that long. The other thing is that that would be like thousands of dollars for just floss on sale. Because, y'all, I need a lot. A lot. Oh, I couldn't even imagine having that much floss in my house. That would be kind of crazy, actually. Okay, I'm gonna flip this guy over because I keep stabbing my poor little finger. Come on, little buddy, you can do it. Flip this over and go this way. So yeah, I'm not too overly concerned. I don't remember where I heard it, but I think someone said that DMC had been bought out and now it's it's still DMC, but it's a different way that it's ran or management. I don't know. Some people are saying that DMC is not as great a quality as it was before. I'm not quite sure I've noticed that, but then again, I really haven't bought DMC lately. I've bought like 1 or 2 skeins here or there because I needed them. So I'm not quite sure. But I also don't think, I don't like panicking about my hobby. I don't like things that put me in panic mode, so I'm not going to panic over it. Everything is going to be just fine. It's A-okay. Yeah, working from a master set, filling, and I always have a little note on my phone. So if I notice that I'm running low, I just type in what I need. And every time we go to Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, anywhere that I have found DMC, I will pop my little list out and check and grab what I need. Don't have very much luck at the Walmart, but every once in a while. Every once in a while I find a color that I'm looking for. I need to go even with this. Okay. I think my kids are excited and nervous at the same time. Like, they were excited the first time around when it was going back to school because they knew their teachers. Scarlett has been going to the same school since kindergarten. Jonah's been there since 2nd grade. So, like, they know a lot of people. And Jonah was, what was he? He voted well, he didn't vote, but the kids voted him. He was, vice, not principal. What the heck is the word that I'm looking for? Gee, my brain is melting, people. It's still 103 degrees outside, so please forgive me. My brain is, it's melting, and I'm pretty sure it's just sliding right out the door without me. Vice president. Holy jeez. Things. Just... He was vice president of his student class. So he worked with a lot of the teachers, and a lot of teachers know him, and things like that. So they were okay with doing the virtual learning because they knew that they would still be talking to people and teachers that they were familiar with. And my poor little Scarlett, she's sad, but she understands. So Jonah and Scarlett are 2 years apart, obviously. She was kindergarten, he was second, and they've been in the same school, and every year she gets 1 year closer to getting one of Jonah's teachers. And every year it has not worked. Every year the teacher has moved away, the teacher has changed grades, the teacher has gone somewhere else, the teacher is doing something different. Something has always happened to where Jonah and Scarlett, up until this point, have never had the same teacher. Until this year. She has his math teacher from 2 years ago. Lovely lady. I love her to bits. Fantastic person to work with. And she was so excited that she finally got this teacher, to find out this quarter she's not going to have her anymore. But it's okay though, because come January, after winter break and all the holidays, I am really hoping that things have calmed down enough to where we can send our children back and feel comfortable and feel safe and confident as we do that. Because right now it's just not it. It's just, we're just not there. And I hate to say that, but it's, you know, just, I teach my children to tell the truth. And so I'm a firm believer in, I mean, obviously, if things are not appropriate, you work your way around the wording to explain things. But my children are 10 and 12. And I don't know about any of the rest of you, but I've never lived through a pandemic before. And so I choose to not lie to them. And I let them know, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's happening in our world. And I know a lot of it is really ugly right now, but we're going to make it. Everything's going to be fine. And I don't do politics on this channel. I don't talk religion on this channel in any way, shape, or form. But my kids know what's going on in this world. And I keep telling them, listen, you are the generation that has to be the light. You are the generation that has to demonstrate that change is okay. And accepting people is okay. And you can accept plenty of people and not like them. That doesn't mean you have to be mean to them or mean-spirited to them. Okay, I'm a little confused as to why I did this one, but not the rest of them. Because I'm me. It's fine. I honestly have no answer for that. I did the one in the middle, but not the one on the other side of it. Am I reading this right? I feel like this is wrong. Jeez. This could become a game. I would tell you guys to take a shot every time I say I think I'm wrong, but I don't need anyone to get alcohol poisoning. And I would definitely get alcohol poisoning because I'm allergic. So there's that. So don't do that. Get a drink of water. So let's do drinks of water. That seems safer. Flip this. I think I actually did okay. I think I got it right. I think so. And I'm going to end this thread here pretty soon. I feel like we're going to cut this one short because man, oh man, it's a hard project for me to concentrate on. And I'm not good at stitching in hand. So I apologize if this is just a crap video, but there it is. This is what we would be doing if we were hanging out. I would be on the struggle bus and y'all would be chuckling and giving advice on how to do it easier or something along those lines, because I know a lot of you are going, Jesus child, what are you doing? Please let me help you. It's all good. I accept all the help that I can get, because trust me, at this rate, I need it. I need help. I'm sitting in 103-degree weather right now, and I'm wearing a crocheted blanket because I love you all. And I don't want you guys to see my ugly floor. Not that my floor is ugly, I just really hate the carpet. The carpet always just looks dirty. It's that, like, tannish taupe brown with, like, the black speckles in it. Or dark, I don't even know what they are. But, you know, we rent. And so I understand the reasoning behind the carpet, because the carpet, you know, if you get it a little dirty, everything looks fine, because it just looks dirty always. I just hate it. I hate it. First thing to go in this house would be the carpet. Next would be the white walls, because I don't do white. I hate white walls. It's probably because my dad always told me I'd grow up and be in a padded room with white walls. Might be the reason why. Could be. Not that I doubt him. I mean, there's still time. Still time. But yeah, I don't like white walls. So I do everything I can to decorate the walls without, you know, like damaging the walls or anything, but All right. Well, I guess enough of this rambling stuff, because goodness me. Goodness me. Got a little bit of progress in. I think. A couple more rows of the dark blue. If Linda would... Has this been out of focus this whole time? Linda? I said the people could take a shot, not you. Listen. Alright, if you've made it this far, we've got a little more of the blue in. I'm going to continue working on this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. All of your support, your loves, and the conversations that we have. And just, you know, for letting me know that it's okay to be me. And that sometimes weird, random, and crazy is everybody's cup of tea. So, and if it's not, I get that too. Because I was really like hesitant about this whole journey thing. Because I'm like, man, I'm out there. I get it. I'm out there. And I can't remember what I said 30 seconds ago. And for some people, that's annoying. I get it. I understand. I'm not just a cup of tea. I'm a cup of tea that's bubbling over because you don't know what's in it. Because you don't know what's going to come out of it. Anyways, on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. Say farewell. Stay random and don't kiss your projects. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!